Did you know that 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, even those earning six figures, while the top 1% quietly compound their money like a silent nuclear reactor? That used to be me, 27 years old, making $120,000 a year in corporate sales, driving a leased BMW I couldn't afford, drowning in $42,000 credit card debt, and pretending designer sneakers made me rich. I was the king of playing it safe, maxing out my 401k match, eating out every night because cooking was too risky for my schedule, and telling myself I'd start investing next year. Then one Tuesday in 2019, my company laid off 40% of the team. I walked out with a $4,800 severance check and the horrifying realization that all my get safe choices had built me a prison with golden handcuffs. That night, staring at my bank account with $312 left after rent, I made a vow: never again. From that rock bottom moment, I discovered the one rule that turned me from broke employee to self-made millionaire in 4 years: the 20% first rule. It's brutally simple. Before you pay any bill, before you buy coffee, before you even think about Netflix, you take 20% of every single dollar that hits your account and force it into wealth-building assets. No exceptions, no excuses, no "I'll start Monday." This isn't some cute budgeting hack. It's a psychological guillotine that cuts off the consumer mindset at the root and rewires your brain for abundance. Let me break down exactly how this rule works, why 99% of people will never follow it, and how it exploded my net worth from negative $42,000 to $2.4 million, while everyone around me stayed stuck. First, understand the trap that keeps most people broke: the safety illusion. Society sold us the lie that comfort equals security. Get the safe job, the safe car, the safe apartment in the safe neighborhood, and everything will be fine. Bullshit. That's the fastest path to financial slavery. I call it the 80-20 death spiral. You spend 80% of your income on lifestyle to impress people you don't like, save maybe 10% if you're disciplined, and waste the rest on subscriptions and impulse buys. Meanwhile, inflation eats 7 to 10% of your money every year, and your boss decides if you eat next month. I lived that life. One $200 monthly car payment, $800 on restaurants, $300 on clothes, because I was terrified of looking broke. The irony? I was broke, just wearing a $5,000 mask. The 20% first rule destroyed that illusion. Here's how to implement it like a millionaire, step by step. Step 1. Automate before consciousness. The second money hits your account, paycheck, side hustle, tax refund, birthday cash, you set up auto transfers so 20% disappears into investments before you can touch it. I use Vanguard for index funds, Coinbase for Bitcoin, and Acorns for micro-investing spare change. When I started, I was making $8,000 a month after taxes. Day 1, I set $1,600 to vanish into VTSX the moment my paycheck landed. It hurt like hell. My lifestyle budget dropped from $6,400 to $4,800 overnight. I ate rice and chicken for 90 days straight. But guess what? I survived. And that $1,600 compounded at 12% average annual return became $87,000 in 4 years. Step 2. Live on the remaining 80% like your life depends on it. This is where most people quit. They say, "But I can't survive on 80%? Good. That means your lifestyle is bloated. I slashed my car payment by selling the BMW and buying a used Honda for cash. Cut eating out from $800 to $200. Moved to a cheaper apartment. Total savings, $2,100 month. That's an extra $25,000 year I forced into investments. Harsh? Yes. Necessary? Absolutely. Step 3. Force the 20% into asymmetric bets. Millionaires don't save their way to wealth. They invest aggressively. My 20% split: 50% into VTSX, total stock market, 30% into Bitcoin and Ethereum, bought the 2020 dip, 10% into individual growth stocks like Tesla and Nvidia, 10% into my own online business. That Bitcoin allocation alone, $38 to $400 invested at $11,000 average price, turned into $420,000 when BTC hit $69,000. One decision, one rule, life-changing money. Let me paint the picture with two guys I grew up with, Broke Billy and Rich Phil. Billy heard about my 20% rule and laughed. Dude, I can't afford that. I have student loans. He kept his $90,000 job, his $100 month truck payment, his daily Starbucks. Today, at 34, he has $11,000 in savings, $68,000 in debt, and panic attacks every time layoffs are mentioned. Rich Phil heard the same rule and started the next day. He was making $55,000 a year as a teacher, dropped to one-ply toilet paper, cooked every meal, lived in a studio with 3 roommates. His $900 month 20% became $10,800 a year, invested exactly like me. Today, his net worth? $780,000. He just bought his first rental property cash. Same age, same city, different rules. The math is merciless. If you invest 20% at 10% average return for 30 years, you'll have 16 times your annual salary saved. Invest 10%? Only 5.7 times. Invest 5% like most Americans? 2.3 times. You're not playing it safe. You're guaranteeing poverty. I want to burn this into your brain. The 20%. First rule isn't about deprivation, it's about ownership. Every dollar you spend on lifestyle is a dollar you'll never see again. Every dollar you invest is a soldier that fights for you 24/7. I went from sleeping on an air mattress to owning a $680,000 condo in Miami, mortgage-free, because I paid myself first. My online course business now generates $42,000 a month passive income. I haven't touched a paycheck in 2 years. That's freedom. Here's your immediate action plan. Tonight, before you sleep, log into your bank. Set up 3 auto transfers for your next paycheck. 10% to Vanguard VTSAX, 5% to Bitcoin on Coinbase recurring buy, 5% to a high-yield savings for emergencies. Name the accounts, FU Money, Beach House Fund, and never work again. Make it hurt. Make it real. Then tomorrow, cut one expense that makes you look rich but keeps you broke. Cancel the car lease, downgrade the phone, delete Uber Eats. Take that money and add it to your 20%. In 90 days, you'll thank me. In 5 years, you'll be unrecognizable. The 1% aren't smarter than you. They just decided discomfort today beats regret tomorrow. I'm living proof. From $312 in my account to $2.4 million in 4 years, all because I stopped playing it safe and started playing to win. Download my free 20% first rule calculator at worldfinance.com. 20%. It shows exactly how much you'll have in 10 years based on your income. Join 120,000 people who already escaped the matrix. Like this video, subscribe, smash the bell. Your broke friends will hate you. Your future self will build you a statue. Let's get rich, or die paycheck to paycheck.